All right there, folks. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you. Tough break today, man. We're out of feet and Pedro Martinez, wasn't it? I thought Martinez probably should have won that game. I'd like to say the same about Artifice, but that head-to-head speaks for itself now, doesn't it? 5-0 to Arnaldi. What can you say about that? I know what we'll be taking in that spot next time round. Luckily for us, we managed to cash that day one parlay that got rained off. So Tommy Paul, Taylor Fritz, Jack Draper, Felix Auger-Aliassime, all on the money line. Four of the best. Happy days. No damage done. As a matter of fact, I don't know about you, but I'm in a well better position financially than what I was 2 days ago, even though we got done on the parlay today. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. We're going to get into day three. Before we do, like the video if you would, subscribe if you're not. I'd appreciate it if you did. Right then. Look, it's going to be a dead quick one, this. I'll be honest with you. I've just recorded this video. It took me 20 odd minutes to go through it all. And when I went to watch it back, microphone wasn't even turned on. So I'm having to do it again. Yeah, fucking fool. Absolute fool. For day three, we'll get rid of the, well, let's call these the non-value plays of the day, right? So I think Alcaraz is going to beat Greek Sport, probably in 1.05 on the decimal. Odds for Baez and Hassan, identical. Baez will get that done. Tsitsipas and Dan Evans, odds are identical. Tsitsipas will get that done. Casper Ruud, Andrea Vavasori, can't believe he beat Martinez today, man. Odds are, once again, identical. Casper Ruud should be getting that one done. First one I want to talk about is Roman Safiullin and Echeverry head-to-head 1-0 to Roman Safiullin. 1.5 on the decimal for Echeverry. He's the favourite, as we expect. He beat Thiago Seyboth today. We weren't too sure how he was going to hold up with his back injury. You know, we remember he pulled out of that last tournament. We mentioned that. I think he looked fine. In fact, he looked more than fine. He got it done in straight sets. As soon as Seyboth dropped that first set tiebreaker, you just knew he was going to shit the bed in the second, didn't you? Fair play to Echeverry. Business as normal, business as usual for him. Roman Safiullin, I was really surprised he beat Tabilo today, you know. Alejandro Tabilo is no joke on the clay, and he just fucking lit him up. He really did. Straight sets. When I look at it for what it is, that was just a classic Roman Safiullin performance, that, innit? He blows hot and cold. He's been blowing cold for ages. He's won 3 of his last 5 now. And he looked really good today. 2.6 on the decimal for Safiullin. 4 and 7 on the clay this year. Echeverry 20 and 11. He's won 3 of his last 10 games. He has Roman Safiullin, beat Tabilo, Thomas Mahach, Cerundolo. And, you know, looking at the recent wins, yeah, Echeverry's went 5 and 5 in his last 10 as well. Got a win against Luca Nardi in Wimbledon. Bottas van der Sandschulp, we bet on that game if you remember. Seyboth today. I don't know about you, but I think Cerundolo getting a win against, Safiullin getting a win against Cerundolo, Thomas Mahach, Alejandro Tabilo on the clay is a lot more impressive than the ones I've just mentioned for Echeverry. And the main thing I wanted to mention before we move on this one, Roman Safiullin, 9 of his last 10 games, in fact 9 games in a row now, he's won at least a set, win or lose. At least a set. He took 2 off Artifice in Wimbledon. We know how good he was. And then after that, he took a set off Carbias Baena on the clay. Safe to say he's playing a lot better now than he has been. I wouldn't mind taking Roman Safiullin for a set. The odds are the exact same for Echeverry on the money line, so let me know in the comments. Safiullin for a set, Echeverry on the money line. Choice is yours. Game number 2, Francisco Cerundolo, Hugo Humbert. These have never played each other, that's mad, that. I'd have thought these would have seen each other at least a couple of times. Head to head, well, not head to head, sorry. Cerundolo 1.6 on the money line. He's looked really good lately, hasn't he? We've just watched pretty much every Surundalo game last week in Croatia. He won the title, beat Musetti in the final yesterday, and quick turnaround today for the Olympics. Took on Barrios Vera, got it done against him in straight sets. Couple of breaks back and forth in the first set anyway. Surundalo was just too much. He was always going to be. More importantly for me, Hugo Humbert managed to win against Fabian Madison. Well done, lad. Happy with that. I'm sure he got broke first, and I was a bit, ooh. I was like, oh, here we go again. But he got a break back, and then another one, and then another two in the second set, straight sets. Happy days, Hugo. Happy days. I think we got him back to front, didn't we? I think the pressure was completely on Artifice and not on Hugo Humbert. And yeah, got on the wrong side of that one, unfortunately. It was that game he played against Gustavo Hardy before this one. It just completely threw me. That was the last nail in the coffin for a while for Humbert. I'm glad that he's playing well. I'm glad that he got that win. Can't bet against Surundalo at the moment, can we? I just can't do it, man. I'd love to take Hugo Humbert, and I'd love to take him for a set as well, but oh, Surundalo's been getting broke all week, and we've seen it. I know he's won, he's been winning games, I'm not saying that, but he's been getting broke. Humbert should be on a little bit of a high. I'm not saying he should be full of bags of confidence after that game with Madison. It's only one game, but he should be rather pleased with himself. He should be. Does he fancy himself against Surundalo on the clay? Energy wise, yeah, you've got to. But have you ever seen Surundalo like look tired? I can't remember the last time I've seen this guy look absolutely tired or fatigued, to be honest with you. These South Americans, man, they just don't stop. It'd have to be Surundalo, wouldn't it? It'd have to be Surundalo. If Fatigue hasn't got Matteo Berrettini yet, then realistically it shouldn't have got to Surundalo. We've just seen Berrettini win back-to-back titles. Yeah, he did sort of, I'm not going to say taper off, but you know, some games were a little bit longer than they needed to be towards the end, and that was expected. I'm fully expecting Surundalo to win this one. I really am. I'd love Humbert to win it. Same as the first one. Did we take Surundalo on the money line? Humbert to win a set. I'm more comfortable with the Surundalo pick, if I'm being honest with you. But I feel like Humbert for the set is the brave pick, innit? Surundalo being the safe one. I think we've just went for a bit of a brave one with the Safulan to win a set. So if we stick with Surundalo to win on this one, I don't think we could go wrong at all. Although I'm not going to enjoy betting it and then watching it, wanting Humbert to lose. So I might hang fire on that one. Let me know what you're doing. Last one, probably most importantly, I think I've got an official in this. I'll let you know what it is. You let me know what you think. If you like it, we'll make it official and we'll pin it. Djokovic and Nadal. This will be the 60th game these have played against each other. That is unbelievable. These have been going back and forth since 2006. Fucking hell. I was 11 then. I was 11 years old. That's nuts. That is so nuts, man. 30 wins for Djokovic, 29 for Nadal. Djokovic 11-4 on the clay this year, and Nadal 10-5 on the clay. Considering he's finished, he's looked really good the past week, and he reached the final in Sweden, I think it was. Got beat by Nuno Boys in the final. Put in some really good games of tennis there, some really good sets. Djokovic, 1.14 on the decimal. He's just had an absolute layup in his first game with Ebden, didn't he? Bageled him in the first, 6-1 in the second. Ebden won one game more than someone who doesn't play tennis. It's crazy, that, isn't it? Crazy. Didn't expect him to do anything really, but just winning one game out of a best of three at the Olympics as well, representing your country. Fucking hell, man. Have a fucking word with yourself, will you? Djokovic is just. I'm not touching the money line. I'm not. Although I looked on the exchange and there's so much money still coming in on Djokovic, it's unbelievable how much the amount of people that have got so much money to just bet on a 1.14 is baffling to me. But there's some rich punters out there, isn't there? With the odds being that big, that means we get a big spread, and this is probably the perfect segue into the potential official spread is 5.5 points, 5.5 games. Sorry. Do you think we can get 7 games out of Nadal today? Hmm, I do. I think it's very, very likely. That's all we need. Seven. Djokovic can beat him in straight sets. 6-3, 6-4. Ideally, if we were to take this, the longer that first set goes, the better it'll be for us. 7 games. That's all we need. All we need is 7 games there, Aaron Nadal. I keep saying it. I could keep. I was doing this before. I was looking at it and I kept saying it to myself over and over. And I feel like I've spoken it into existence now. And I've done what the fucking hippies do, and I've manifested it. And I've already taken it subconsciously, and I just don't know it yet. That's going to be the official. There's no way Nadal beats Djokovic. There's no way. This is, I'm not going to say potentially, this is most definitely the last Olympics, and probably this could potentially be the last time we see Nadal play tennis. He'll probably enter some tournaments throughout the rest of the year. I'm talking shit, but you know what I mean. This is definitely his last go at the Olympics. He's not going to be around for the next one. He's not going to be playing tennis for the next one. Probably the same stands for Djokovic. Everyone in that stadium is going to want Nadal to win this game. We know that stands for something. It really does. It shouldn't, but it does. Everyone who's anyone's going to want Nadal. Stadium's going to be behind him. Djokovic being Djokovic, this guy's fucking weird as well. Man, this guy's tricky. I think with it being like the final, the last dance and whatever they want to call it on fucking, in the news. I think he's going to give the people what they want. I think punters will get the money's worth out of this. I feel like the fans will get the money's worth, and I'm not saying he's definitely gonna or he's so capable of doing it because I'm not writing Nadal off. But if Djokovic wanted to go out and just absolutely beast Nadal like he done with Edmund today, he would. I don't think he's going to just out of pure respect. He knows he's good enough to beat Nadal anyway and be able to keep this close. I'm not saying he's going to fix it or anything. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to exert himself to the point where he's going all out to try and munch Nadal in his last Olympic showing. Rafael Nadal plus 5.5. That is the unit lock. That's the one official from me. Let me know what you think on that. Am I just being fucking crazy? Is there something I'm missing? Or is that 5.5 just too good to pass up on? Let me know in the comments. Get your best bets in there as well. Anything for Washington, anything for the WTA Challenger. Maybe not the ITF. Any other bets for anything else as well? Stick it in. Share with the group. Don't be shy. Right then, lean towards Safiullin for the set. I'd lean towards Cerundolo to win, although I couldn't talk it off Humbert for the set. I'm taking Nadal plus 5.5 for his last game in the Olympics because there's no way he's going to win it. If he does, sound, because the bet will definitely win then. If he doesn't, 7 games, folks. That's all we need. 7. Lock it in. Lock it up. Best of luck to you. Right then, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you watching. As always, like the video if you've liked it. Subscribe if you're not. Be cool if you did. Okay then. Enjoy the tennis, folks. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Let's go get some more cash. See you tomorrow.